What's up, everyone? My name's AJ Rice Crypto. It is Thursday, September 5th. Oh, how time flies. Super stoked to be here today. Kind of got a bit of a shorter show today because the BitBoy Crypto Show is going to start at probably 11, a little bit after 11. Wow, football is tonight. That's for sure. But I am going to be on Ben's show in a minute. But I still wanted to come on here and talk about a couple crucial things. Wow, football does start today. That's actually insane. But, I did this thing last year where I didn't watch football at all. And instead of doing football, instead of playing fantasy football, I traded crypto. And I made a lot more money than maybe putting Metcalf in at the wrong time or some shit like that. So glad, yeah, they still play football, guys. Apparently they do. But last year I did bet on the Super Bowl. And thanks to a little bit of advice from Ben Armstrong, I bet that the Chiefs would win in overtime. And the Chiefs won in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good day. But yeah, Crypto Face said it's over. Bitcoin Weekly tops in. What's your take? This does kind of coincide with what I said yesterday on the show. That's what I said yesterday on Ben's show. I don't think top as in cycle top. I don't think I think the 2025 is still our year, and a lot of people will agree on me in that with that aspect. But for now, September, it's probably not going to be that great. And we will obviously look at the charts and everything like that. Well, Lee F says that Crypto Face said she said that the cycle top is in. Well, I am going to have to disagree with Crypto Face on that because, until the 4-year cycle gets broken, which it has never been broken, we can't assume that it's going to break. It has to break. And until it breaks, I'm gonna ride with it because there's a lot of reasons for that. And there's a lot of reasons in terms of macro as well, which I have repeated time and time again on this show. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk today, and I don't want to beat the same dead horse again. But in my eyes, this time next year, a lot can change in a year. I will leave it at that. A lot can change in 1 year. All right. So the title of today's show is The Avengers of Crypto. Well, let me tell you a little story. Last year, or very early, I forget when it was, there was a conference called Web3 Atlanta. All right. And it was kind of a smaller crypto conference. It was right here in my hometown. And I went and checked it out. And then I realized that there was Lehman Baird from Hedera, HBAR, was doing his own speech separate, like I was under the umbrella of the conference, but it wasn't at the same location. You had to go somewhere else. And it was at nighttime. And I said, oh my God, Lehman Baird from HBAR is in Atlanta. I'm definitely going. And so we went, and it was probably 50, 60 people in a room. And Lehman came in and talked about at length the DeRec Alliance. So DeRec, for those of you who don't know, stands for Decentralized Recovery. Basically, decentralizing how secrets are kept. And I don't just mean like seed phrases for your wallet. Seed phrase, that is a very common use case that you could use it for. It can be used for crypto, but the DeRec Alliance is not just for crypto. It is to decentralize any secret. So basically, you have to give your keys to people that you trust, or preferably people that don't know each other, and say you split your key out 5 ways, and you need to get 3 of those people to give you your key for you to gain access to something, whether that's a seed phrase, whether that's a bank or anything, any secret you have. And mind blown idea, and it makes a lot of sense. And I mean, you could literally make a business out of being a party that could hold a piece of people's secrets, and I thought that was an absolutely killer idea. All right. And then Algorand joined the fray, and Team Algo fam all day long, wearing the shirt today. And obviously when I saw that picture of Lehman Baird with John Allen Woods, I was like mind blown, absolutely insane. And then guess what? XRP entered the fray. And everyone got excited about that. But now it has gotten even more ridiculous. And the more legitimate parties that enter this fray only makes the entire project more legit, because Cardano Charles Hoskinson has joined the DeRec Alliance as the final founding members. Cardano and Hedera joined DeRec Recovery Alliance alongside Ripple and Algorand to shape the future of crypto security standards. When they say Hedera is the trust layer of the internet, this is what they are talking about. I did have wind of this at Rare Evo yesterday. Actually, I put my tweet out. Hold on one second. I gotta find this. This is actually kind of funny. I put my tweet out of, here it is right here, of me and Big Pay from Atrium, which is a project on Cardano that I have partnered with, and you should certainly check out that interview and check out Atrium if you get a chance. Basically, it's the best way you could stake your Cardano. You know, if you're going to get the best rewards possible from staking Cardano with Atrium than anywhere else, because not only do you get the Cardano that you're staking, but you're also getting additional rewards in the Atrium token as well. It's the best way to stake your Cardano. And there's a lot more to it. There's a social profile. Obviously, there's a lot to Atrium. I'm going on a tangent, but watch the interview with Big Pay. Really good friend of mine. Really, really smart guy. A pillar of the Cardano community. What a G. Anyway, he comments this yesterday. The news came out today. This was a pleasure, AJ. Thanks for having me on. Excited for Algo ADA handshake, like leaking the news. And I'm like, oh my God, wait, Algo ADA question mark. We really get the ADA Algo fam? Am I dreaming? And this was kind of like, you know, a hint towards what was going to happen today. Where is today the Avengers of crypto? We got these 4 projects. This is insanity. DeRec for the win. All right. So guys, it might be a bigger deal than you think it is. In my opinion, this is going to destroy Ledger. This is going to destroy cold storage wallets, like, over time. This isn't like they can't directly say that, but I can. And that's the thing. And this is going to change a lot of things in terms of how people decide to keep their secrets inside and outside of crypto. Right here, Dr. Lehman Baird, chief scientist at Hashgraph and co-founder of DeRec. It's great to see the industry coming together to address the critical need for a safety net. All right, because and also by joining this initiative, Hedera is reinforcing its longstanding commitment to digital asset security. All right, and but also think, like, you know, all the stories you hear about someone buying Bitcoin back in 2012, right? And they don't have one word, or missing one word, or misspelling one word, or they can't find their C phrase at all. It's gone. It's gone. There's no safety net. If you don't have those words, if your house burned down, or if someone, you know, you don't have it. The DeRec Alliance changes that in a decentralized way. And when this really gets rolling, this is going to play a big role in how everyone, including myself, including you guys, keep your secrets in crypto. This is something to keep an eye on, and it's certainly something to be proud of, as, you know, certain really great, amazing projects all partnered together on one thing, and having HBAR and Algorand and XRP and Cardano all in on the same thing together. I mean, this is literally a super group. This is a super group. And I'm super bullish on it. So big shout out to all of those projects. Big shout out to DeRec Alliance. And yeah, and I will have to say, guys, I know someone in the chat saying, so ADA is not dead. I mean, even if you see my tweet that I just talked about yesterday, there were even some people in the comments when I say, how could you not be bullish on the Cardano's future? Some people in the chat say, well, your friend Ben does not agree on that. Well, Ben and I don't have to agree on everything. We don't. We actually had a show called Crypto Crossfire where we argued at length about a lot of stuff, and it got heated sometimes. You know what I mean? And I think he's a polarizing figure. I can be extremely confrontational when I want to be. I'm just certainly I don't like leading into the arguments as much, but when I believe something, I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. I'm gonna stand my ground. And the future of Cardano is certainly one of those things where I'm going to draw the line in the sand. Do I think Cardano is going to be like an amazing performer? Do I think it's going to blow the wheels off of everything in the top 100? No, I don't. But do I think Cardano will do pretty damn good and hold its spot in the top, 10, top 15 of crypto for a long time, maybe forever. Yeah, I do. I have a lot of faith in Cardano. I have a lot of faith in Charles and a lot of faith in that community. You kind of can't sleep on Cardano, in my opinion. To be fair, it's not it's 5 or 6% of my portfolio. It's not like a big giant holding, but I do have a solid exposure to it. So I am forever bullish on Cardano, barring some crazy something from happening. All right, so amazing. So let me check the chat here. They're not merging Hawkeye. They're aligning in the DeRec Alliance. Check it. Just go to Twitter and search DeRec Alliance and read up on it. I do see some portfolios coming through here. I'm going to rate my portfolio. It is Thursday. I haven't done it in a while. So let me get a quick screenshot of these ones real fast. All right, I'm going to limit it to 4 today because I am going to have a somewhat quick show. Yeah, I'll go after 10 o'clock a little bit. I mean, 11 o'clock a little bit, but I'm not going to go all the way to 11:30. But with that said, I do got a couple more stories I want to talk about. There's a handful of. All right, so here's one of them right here. I got my computer's all messed up right now. 1 second. I got to plug my computer in. 1 second, guys. Sorry for the wait. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Mastercard crypto debit card is now supported for European users. Mastercard has introduced a euro-denominated debit card, allowing users to spend cryptocurrencies directly from self-custodial wallets. The Mastercard crypto debit card, developed with European crypto payments provider Mercurio, makes crypto spending seamless for everyday transactions. The card comes with fees, including 1.6 euro issuance fee and a 0.95% transaction fee. So, hey, guys, I think that's pretty cool. And guys, this is also just one of those things where it's all about accessibility. It's all about convenience. It's all about slowly kind of indoctrinating the ethos into what makes sense for people to use. And, a lot of time it's tough when, like, say you have your crypto locked away and you get caught in a pinch, your car gets towed or something happens and you need to use your crypto to bail you out of a situation. This is where this kind of thing comes into play. Personally, I prefer to not spend my crypto. I use my normal credit cards for absolutely everything. And obviously building your credit and increasing your credit utilization is a really big deal. I could really go down that rabbit hole another day, but let's just say I've mastered the game of credit cards. But I still think that accessibility is everything. And it's really good to see that this article is for European users. So certainly worth something keeping in mind. It's not exactly a nothing burger story, but it is good to know that, more people are getting access. More people are being able to use their crypto globally. That's the point here, globally. All right. Spot Bitcoin ETFs extend negative streak. Ethereum ETFs back in the red. Really not much of a surprise here. U.S. investors' behavior regarding spot Bitcoin ETF frequently impacted by the state of local economy. For example, they allocated more than $200 million to occasions, August 23rd, 26, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like the biggest news ever. I mean, obviously look at the charts, but it's important to pay attention to, who is selling, right? And I mean, I'm pretty sure on this last time around when we had that really big dump down, BlackRock didn't sell, Grayscale didn't sell. And I feel that is the big whales are continuing to make the big plays. And this quick sharp money up and down, I mean, this is always a part of crypto. When as Wall Street gets more and more and more capital in, I think the volatility is going to get worse before it slows down. But I also feel that it's also the ETFs only constitute so much of a percent of the supply and how much of a dent it can actually make in the market. And I think people are using these measuring sticks. They're giving them too much credit, in my opinion. I don't think the ETFs are hurting the market when the outflows. I don't think when they say ETF outflows are negative, I don't think you should give that stock like it's going to get destroyed because it can only hurt the market so much. I don't know the numbers, but I know it's like less than 5% or something like that. Yeah, like 47.4 million. Like, guys, 47.4 million isn't a lot of money when you consider the market cap of Ethereum right now, for instance, is $288.8 billion with a B. So 47 million, like, that's not that big of it. You get my point? Okay. I'm going to get a quick overview of the prices. 56.7 for Bitcoin, Ethereum 23.77, Solana 132, feels cheap, XRP 55, Dogecoin under 10, Cardano 33, Toncoin. Oh, Cardano passed Toncoin back. Not a surprise. Toncoin has been falling, just like Notcoin has been falling. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with these ones. Chainlink put a chart up in my Telegram group yesterday about Chainlink because, believe it or not, where's my there we go. Over here on PHEMEX, Chainlink has actually popped up in volume to above 10 million. Yesterday it was above 13 million. Pretty cool to see Chainlink moving along in volume. That does kind of make my eyes get big and go, I wonder what's going on. I wonder why people are trading it more. And good to see it increase the volume. And now is a coin that we can target in trading it. I like when you're doing larger trades, you want to have a lot more volume so you can quickly get out in and out of trades. Near protocol, here's one that's been interesting. Down it's at 382. That feels really cheap, down 15% in the past 7 days. And apparently Near protocol was hacked. Their Twitter, excuse me, not the blockchain, but their Twitter was hacked. And some people are saying it's a publicity stunt. And some people are saying, like, no, they actually got hacked. But what I will say about Near protocol and their Twitter, hacked or not, they do not have 1.8 million followers. I said this like a week or two ago, but it freaks me out. Like, guys, are we just going to sit here and accept that Near is acting like they have 1.8 million followers on Twitter? No, they don't. Absolutely not. I've been suspect about their Twitter for a while, and that kind of makes me wouldn't surprise if it was a publicity stunt. But either way, it makes them look bad. I like Near as a blockchain. I have Near, but I don't. Their social media team isn't my favorite. I'll be honest with you. All right, I do want to take a quick look at the gainers and the losers, and then we will hit some charts here. I got a couple things I want to point out to you guys. Fresh refresh here, share this tab. Also got about 100 people in the house. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a quick, simple thing you can do. Quick click of the finger. Very easy for you to do, but it makes a big difference for me. So I really do appreciate your support. Gainers and losers in the top 100. Helium still moving a little bit. Really the only significant winner, up 6.9%, with Bitcoin, SV, and Cardano up 2%. Everything else is up less 1%. And Arweave at $21. Feels cheap. All right. Losers, Mantra, Aptos, Towels, TIA, Multiverse X, all down, 9 to 5%, where you have coins like Uniswap, Jasmy, Polygon, Maker, FET, all, 4 to 3%. And Notcoin still continuing to bleed out a little bit as well. So, certainly all coins have been taking a little bit of a hit. Not that big of a surprise to me, given what has been happening on the charts over here. So, are we doing portfolios? Today we are doing. I'm limiting at 4. Hold on. I don't know why my chat's not working. Oh, there we go. Just checking the chat here for a minute. Got a super chat from, hold on, is that the same one as before? Oh yeah, so we have Bitcoin and Ryan for portfolios so far. Only going to accept 2 more. Tristan, okay, there we go. Tristan Gage, $5 super chat. Let me go full screen here. When you say look for a scalp, what exactly does that mean? Does that mean take 0.25%, or what does that mean to you? Okay, that's a great question, Tristan, and I'm surprised you've had to ask it, but I think that's a very fair question. All right, so let's talk about that. So in my Telegram group, there are situations where I say, like there are some situations where I think the Solana chart is the best example of it. Let me try to find this right now. Where, so say we're trading in a conditional range where I'm trying to find the right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. This is the chart that we've been talking about on Telegram. Okay. And this is the Solana chart. I think I've showed this to the live stream before anyway. So I will show you this. Okay. So here is the overview of Solana. I'm going to get rid of the oscillators and everything here and just kind of show you the setup itself. Okay. And what we really want to zone in on here is this yellow triangle. All right. This yellow triangle. And the thing with this is that, has it wicked below this 124 level before? Yes, it has. But when you consider how many times it bounced off of it, very clear bounces here, and the fact it was the ceiling here, 124 is the most important support resistance level on the Solana chart, in my opinion, right now. Okay, I don't think a lot of people would argue with me on that. All right, and the thing is that if you're to short here, I mean, the short does not have to be a scalp trade, especially if it comes all the way down here to the next link on the next line out on the volume profile, where this level here at 100 is kind of more of a volume weighted support resistance level. 1145. Oh, so I'm straight. Wait, he's going on at 1145? Okay, he's starting at 11. Okay, all good. All right, so I am going to be on the BitBoy Crypto Show today at 11:45 till the end of the show. But I am going to finish this idea and do these portfolios. All right. So if we short here, there's a lot more room to argue that this is going to be a short. All right. Because look, we have been putting in lower highs. All right. That we're kind of right on the edge of a gap in the volume profile. All right. Like this short here could go pretty far. If not measuring from the current price, but measuring from 124 to the $100 is a 20% short, to the point of control would be a 23% short, and to the next big support resistance level down at $77, I mean a 37% move. Okay, so the loss of 124 in the events it really kind of rolls through the volume profile, that could be a significant short. Okay, but we also have this level here at 137.26. All right. And this is obviously, if you look at the volume, it's kind of very close to a volume weighted support resistance level. It does align with the volume profile. It does make sense that the point of control is right here, at least when you kind of look in the past, since February of price action in the visible range volume profile, the end of January to now, all the volume from the end of January to today, September 5th, the point of control actually sits at 145 with a big gap down to down to about $100, $98. All right. Here's the thing though. And this is what I'm saying, Tristan, is that going short here, losing 124 is a much easier trade because we've been bouncing off this level forever. There's obviously volume down here at 100. It wouldn't be a surprise if Solana went to 100. You know what I'm saying? That's an easier trade. But if we broke up to 137, we're kind of, it's a tough trade to make. And this is why I would say target a scalp in the break of 137, as in you might be in this trade for a day or less, or 2 hours or 30 minutes even. It could be a very short trade because we break 137, although this is clearly a support resistance level from a couple bounces here, got another bounce over here, another bounce over here. 137 is clearly a support resistance level. That's not up for debate. And it has volume. It has volume there too. But if we hit this level, this alarm goes off, we go long. We have to be very careful trading the break of 137 because first of all, we have to run into both of the EMAs, the 200, the 50 EMA, and say we break the EMAs. We're going to run into the downtrend, the triangle, the downtrend of the triangle that has been forming since March. It did have a little breakout right here, but as you can see from this most recent come up and rejection, this yellow line is still being respected. All right. And literally for Solana to get to the previous high at 164, it would require a breakout. And what happens a lot of the times is ignoring the EMAs, although those are their own headache to break. We could come up here and easily touch this downtrend and come back down. All right. So when the short has a lot more room to run, 20 some percent to $100, 22% to the point of control, but the long from the break of 137 really only has 10%, 9% to the downtrend itself, or even 5% to the 50 EMA. You have a lot less room to run with. You have a lot less wiggle room in the event Solana goes long. But we really aren't going, because the point is, dude, you don't want to long a downtrend. Let's just make this very simple. All right. So let me draw this a lot better here. 1 second. So let's just make it more simple. All right. Here is a downtrend. Can you long in a downtrend? I mean, you can, but any long you do in a downtrend is going to be a scalp trade, a short trade that you're only trying to squeeze a couple percent out if you're lucky. We really can't have a proper conversation about going long, like a swing long, until we break structure. Unless we break structure, the trend is your friend. Okay. And that's the gist of what I said yesterday in the group. I know exactly what you're talking about, because look, 124, we have a lot of room to fall. A lot of room to fall. If we break down, we break support resistance at 137, which is a significant level. We're going to run into the EMAs. We're going to run into this uptrend. We're going to run into the local high. If we break that, we really got to break out of the triangle, close above 164, and continue to have a proper conversation about a swing long on Solana. Because I don't want you guys to try to catch a falling knife. You want to wait for the structure to break, or you're just going to end up in a situation like, look at what happened right here. Even like, dude, like, we had this big wick down. We get above the 200 EMA. So say you go long from the bounce of the 200 EMA. Yeah. What you got? 13%. I mean, yeah, that's a good trade. But at the end of the day, I mean, how long did that really last? From the bounce of that all the way up, that pump lasted 2 days. That's what I mean by you're going to be targeting a scalp. You're going to be quick. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to get in. You got to take that percentage. You got to get out. And when it's a swing trade, like trend is your friend, you could be in this short for a while. All right. So I hope that answers your question. We got a $20 super chat from Burton Stone and $10 super chat from my guy Genre G. Man, I'm so bad at pronouncing names sometimes. GM to the Glitter Queen in the chat. Much love. All right, this is what I'm going to do here, everybody. I'm going to screenshot these last portfolios. We're going to run through these portfolios here, and we are going to call it a day. I do have to go head over to the BitBoy Crypto live stream here pretty soon, but I am going to keep up my promise with portfolios. No more portfolios after Burton Stone and G here, because and if you send one in after these guys, I'm going to have to cover you tomorrow, okay? Because I do have a bunch of stuff to do today. Not to be short with you, but I did make a promise to Ben that I would help him with the show today. So, all right, let me get these screenshots where they need to be really quick. And everybody, while we're setting this segment up, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, reach out to other people in the chat. I mean, there's a lot of really good people that follow this show every day, and I'm super excited about this community and everybody in it. Big shout out to my groggers, man. You guys are awesome. We do have some grogger merch coming pretty soon. We will finally be mailing out the grogger stuff from Telegram. Long time coming. It was like a one-time thing, so we took our time with it. But I do admit that it took way too long. And guys, I've been posting some straight fire. If you want to follow, come along and join the Telegram group, send an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. I am extremely proud of this Telegram group, the progress I've made in, doing the group, the progress people in the group have made, the people in the group have made. We've been doing very, very well over at the Grogger Alpha group. And, it's growing. It's growing more and more every day. And I do appreciate each and every one of you who has taken a leap of faith. If you feel like you're missing out, if you feel like you want that extra 5%, you feel like you're missing ingredients, or you just need help with direction, looking for the right trades, I will put you in the right trades that have the right volume all the time. All the time. I have an edge on the market. I do this for a living. I'm much more than just a YouTuber, guys. I've been doing this for a while. I actually had a really, really, really big conversation yesterday. Can't really say with who, but guys, there's some things cooking in the background here, and your jaw might hit the floor when you find out. So I do appreciate y'all, especially those of you that have been with me from the beginning, because we're going. And it's going to be awesome when y'all are be like, oh, dude, I watched your show when it first started. You know, this is happening. And I hate to have to be cryptic about stuff, but man, I'm so excited. It's hard to not say something. So that's for sure. So, and also I do got to keep a note here that Burton Stone's portfolio is a $360,000 portfolio. So let's start. These are the only portfolios I'm doing. Please don't send any more after these. All right, my guy, Bitcoin Henry in the house. All right, my alt port is Render, Algo, Graph, Ondo, HBAR, 20% each. My goal is a 15x. Bitcoin Henry, anytime someone's goal is that large, I really want you to consider what your other exit plans are. Because what if they only 4x, dude? What if they only 3x? Like there is a chance that things do not 10x. You have to be prepared, let alone 15. You realize what you're asking for when you have a 15x goal. That is insanity. All right. And even a lot of my portfolios, a lot of my situations that I kind of work out is that, like my VeChain price prediction video. Do I think VeChain, the project itself, could go to 40, 50 cents, maybe 60 cents? Yeah, I do. I think it could do that based off of the Boston Consulting Group, how they're aiming for RWAs and aiming for sustainability and hitting all these verticals, their UFC partnership. Sonny's a leader. They got a lot going for them. They really do. They could do that well. But me, with how much I have and where the price is now, if VeChain 6x, 5x's, I'm taking 70 to 75% of that bag out. And I'll leave the other 30% in case it goes. All right. But to hold your entire portfolio waiting around on a 15x, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, man, but you got to be more pragmatic than that. That's the attitude. That's the type of stuff that gets people just riding it to the top and riding it right back to the bottom. And I don't want to see that happen to anyone that watches my show. I will feel like I let you down if you ride your bags to the bottom. And this is not what happened this year. Was not at all a proper bull market. That was not the bull market. That was hype. That was the ETFs. That was crypto kind of waking the dragon. 2025 is our year. And if I am wrong, I am going down with the ship, guys. I'm going down with the ship. But regardless of when the bull market is or isn't, waiting around for a 15x is a surefire way to get in big, big trouble. All right. So, man, I don't mind your picks. Render, Algo, Graph, Ondo, HBAR. That's not bad. I'm fine with that. Even distribution, a lot of good, solid picks. I don't hate that bag at all. I don't hate that bag. But if your goal was a 6x, I'd give you a much bigger score. I can't even really give you a score because I like your bag, but your goal is what struggles. Ryan, 30K portfolio, looking to 10x. Pyth, Jasmine, Aptos, Sui, Quant, Algo, XRP. I would want some Ondo in that bag, Ryan, especially over Quant. I don't hate Aptos, but that's too much of it. I don't mind the Pyth and Jasmine, but Pyth really got to wake itself up, man. Like I am worried about Pyth because of its tokenomics, and once a year the tokenomics basically double, and the anticipation of that doubling really hurt it, as it got closer and closer to that deadline. I really like your Jasmine. I think Jasmine's a solid pick. I like your Sui, but you certainly need some Ondo. I would maybe add some, maybe some Graph or some Render, something like that. But yeah, I don't hate this bag, but I think a 10x is asking a lot, and I am falling more and more out of love with Quant as time goes on, unfortunately. And sometimes you got to be smart enough to pivot, guys. I love Quant. I used to really love that project. I really like the tokenomics, the strong fundamentals, but they're just not doing the marketing, in my opinion. And if I'm wrong on that one, I'm wrong. But you also have to know when you're wrong, and you have to know when it's time to pivot. And that's one of the ones where I have a couple $1,000s in it, but I have taken some losses on quant and moved into projects that I feel are going to be a little bit more, a little bit stronger. All right. So, but Ryan, overall, if your goal was a 5 or 6x, I wouldn't hate this bag, but a 10x goal, you got to realize what that means for each of those coins, man. That you're asking for a whole lot there. All right. Burton Stone, $20 super chat. I do appreciate the $20. Looking for a 5x. All right, here we got a pragmatist. I like this guy. Link 16%, Near 13%, AVAX 11, ICP 10, Render 8, Graph 8, Phantom 7, Pyth 6, Ondo 6, Filecoin, Sui, and HBAR. Hey man, that's a solid bag. That's a solid bag. I do like how you have a little bit more heavy market cap coins because you're only looking for a 5x. You can buy more Near, Avalanche, Link. I think I would say that every one of those coins is probably good for a 5x from prices right now. I think that's a rock solid bag. I think the likelihood of you achieving your goal of a 5x with that bag and that distribution, I don't hate that at all, man. I'm going to give you like a 92. That's a good portfolio. Good job, Burton. Genre G, I know you guys can't see some of that, but the way I screenshot it is what it is. It's a 23K portfolio. It was at 40. He hasn't sold anything. Algorand 17, Graph 15, HBAR 14, Link 11, Vet 11, Ondo 8, ENS 7, GFI 7, Jasmine L4. The goal was 250K. I don't trade. I just DCA and hold, and that's totally fine. That's totally okay. If you don't want to actively trade and you just want to DCA and hold, there's nothing wrong with that. You'll probably do just fine. I would say now that you have lost a little bit of money, G, is not a bad time to even out those average costs. You want to have a consistent DCA. I don't know what your DCA schedule is, but I would recommend now of all times, especially while things are where they are, even if they get worse, anything you buy now, since you're down, is lowering your average price. All right. And especially with the coins you're holding with where they are now, I would certainly be trying to get that portfolio back to 40 with the prices now. And you are doubling down, but do we have conviction or not? And if you don't have conviction, what the fuck are you doing here? That's my point. All right. And I can actually move my head up here. Okay, there we go. And overall, so Algo, Graph, HBAR, Link, Vet, Ondo, ENS, GFI, Jasmine. I like the ENS pick. ENS is a solid pick in my mind. Mainly, I mean, they asked for a grant. Vitalik gave them more than they asked for. They're doing big things. They have like this whole identity partnership that just happened a couple of weeks ago. I think ENS is a good pick. I think GFI is a sleeper pick. Personally, I think you should hold a little bit more Jasmine, bro. I think you need more Jasmine. I really like Jasmine. And I think what we saw earlier this year was just a glimpse into what it's going to do. And for Jasmine, I mean, let's take a quick look at the Jasmine chart here really fast. I'm gonna not zero ton coin popcat Jasmine. There we go. Let's look at the daily, get rid of the oscillators. This one does show on my levels. Hold on. 1 second. Looking for the Jasmine chart. Jasmine. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty interesting. Looking at Jasmine on Fibonacci, it has just recently gone below the 618, but to be fair, it is still holding a bulk of that support resistance. I would say the main support resistance level for Jasmine is here. How many times it has touched? Here we're talking 1, 2, 3. That is the level. That level is at 0.156, so a little bit over a penny and a half. And also, what you really got to point out with Jasmine here is how sharp the gist of this downtrend is. This was an old one that we drew before that mini breakout, which was actually a correct one to draw, because when it broke here, it actually pumped out from here to here, which was good for 34% in 19 days. So pat on the back, catching that one. But it is interesting that is just below the 618 on Fibonacci for Jasmy. And I do think as long as it stays above a penny and a half, to be optimistic on this one for sure. We are kind of forming a little bullish divergence here on the daily. Kind of anchor wave, trigger wave coming down. And guys, this alarm, this level at 0.156 on Jasmy, that is the support resistance it cannot lose. And in the event Jasmy goes from current prices back to all-time high is at 150% gain back to 4.5 cents. And I do feel that Jasmy will certainly reclaim that level and continue on in the future. I like Jasmy. I think it's a rock solid pick. And genre G, I think you need more of it, bro. I think you need more of it. I mean, I'm always a fan of a more even distribution. Maybe if you wanted to, shave a little bit of your top 3 picks into, and to increase Jasmy. If you went like, I'll go 14, graph 14, H bar 11, you'd have more room to put a little bit more into maybe like a little bit of Ondo, a little bit of Jasmy. Try to wake up those little bit lower market cap projects. I don't know. That's just a thought. You don't have to do that. Not financial advice, but I really like Jasmy, bro. I think it's going to do really well, and I'm not being shy about that. Amazing. So there you go. That is the Rate My Portfolio segment. You guys are amazing. Haven't done that in a while. It's good to get the wheel spinning again. I do appreciate that segment. Thank you all for the super chats. Does make a difference. Sorry, checking the chat here. That's funny. But yeah, those are some pretty good portfolios, man. Big shout out to wait, what was his name again? To my guy Burton Stone, man. I think that bag is going to do things. Oh, where is that? That one right there, Burton Stone. That 5x goal near AVAX, ICP, render, graph, phantom, Ondo, file, Sui, Hedera. Man, I that's pretty good, bro. I like that distribution. It's not why I like that portfolio is because I wouldn't build that. Like I would not build that. There's obviously a couple coins there that that I would add. And I probably would not lead with Chainlink. But hey, with CCIP, man, cross-chain interoperability protocol, you really can't sleep on Chainlink. I don't know what it is about that bag, Burton, but I like it, bro. I like it. I think you're gonna do good with it. So cool, man. Well, guys, I do got to roll out. I know a little bit shorter of a show today, but I am gonna go help Ben on his show. You guys rock. I have a couple more videos coming out this week. I'm gonna be building a $100,000 portfolio live on a video this week. Probably gonna put it out like Saturday. All right, so calm down. But you guys rock. Please, it makes a big difference to me. Smash the like button if you haven't already. It really helps this channel. It's a small thing for you to do, but it really, really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and say 2 or 2:30 p.m. We're going to do the members only live stream. And that is when we go under the surface, go far down the rabbit hole of technical analysis and talk about the winning positions that we had in the Telegram for the past week, what we could do better, what we did wrong, how we can improve. I'll give you, I'll show you a bunch of my setups that I'm personally looking at and maybe a couple more as well. And at the end of the show, we always do about a 20-minute Q&A for anybody who is in the Telegram group that just needs that extra bit of help, a little bit of direction, any questions you might have about any of the indicators I use, the patterns I use, why I'm isolating, what a conditional range is, what's a volume weighted support resistance, what's a VWAP, what's an oscillator, any stuff like that. Any questions you have, I will answer all of your questions in the members only live stream. Guys, my name's AJ Rice Crypto. I really got so much love for each and every one of you. Thank you all. You guys rock. Smash the likes on your way out the door. Get rich or get wrecked. See you on BitBoy stream in like 10 minutes.